let me give you a little secret. Getting things done is not about getting things done. It's really about being appropriately engaged with what's going on. Many times, not getting something done is how to appropriately engage with it. Think about, are you appropriately engaged right now with the project you're on, with the paper you need to write? Are you appropriately engaged with your health? Are you appropriately engaged with all the stuff you've heard so far today that might be, ooh, I might want to do that? Any of you have anything on your mind? Well, interestingly, the more it's on your mind, the more it's not happening. The more you are inappropriately engaged with it. It's only on your mind because you know there's still some thinking or some decisions about that you haven't made. The whole world now is allowed into your psyche. You now get to experience all the stuff you would, could, should, need to, might, ought to. All of that now floods into your psyche. And that can easily create a sense of overwhelm. And then you blame that stress on the lack of time. The issue is not time. How long does it take to have a creative idea? 0 time. Time is not the issue for those things. There is something required for those things. What's that? Psychic bandwidth. You need space to think. And if you don't have psychological space, you could have 2 hours of free time and waste it. So this is the real key issue here, is the lack of the bandwidth. You'll lose perspective. You lose the ability to put your focus where you need it on exactly the thing you need it, at the horizon you need it. Or you may be experiencing the results of what happens when you lose control. I don't have the freedom in my head to be able to put the appropriate attention and execute on it when I do. Here's what you're really after. You want the ability to be able to put your focus exactly where you need it in the way you need it, and not use your mind to be trying to accumulate stuff and avoid it. So you have to apply a process to be able to get this stuff out of there. It won't happen by itself. How do you do that? Key number 1, get it out of your head. Anything and everything that's potentially meaningful, write it down. Just capture anything that's pulling on your psyche, that's going on there, that's not on cruise control. And there's 2 key questions you need to ask about everything on your list. What outcome am I committed to finish, so that you can define that target out there? And then you need to ask yourself, what's the very next action step that I need to take to move forward on that if I were going to move on it? What are we trying to accomplish? How do we allocate resources to make it happen? Then, of course, that's going to feel great, but then you're going to be up against another wall unless you start to put it all together. So in all of that, what you're going to need are maps. You need the appropriate maps of all the projects. You need the maps of all the actions you have. So you need to build maps of all of this so that you can step back and see the whole gestalt, so that then you can make good intuitive decisions about what to do. And then, basically, you use the map to decide, okay, here's the course that we're going to go on. You then launch the ship on a trusted course. And then on some regular basis, you need to reassess, okay, we need to take in new data, clean up, recalibrate, and refocus for the next leg of the journey.